Hey, this is Alex Miranda, brand identity expert and founder of The Creative Complex, where for the past 10 years, we've been bringing entrepreneurs' visions to life. Today, I'm going to talk to you about your brand's key messaging strategy. But before we get into today's video, I want to draw your attention to two links. First, you can always book a strategy session with me. Right? I'd love to talk to you about your identity and your brand. Second, you can buy my book. I've got a book on Amazon called The Guide to the Perfect Church Identity Branding. Today, I want to talk to you about your key messaging strategy. Now, it sounds like a crazy word, this sort of crazy phrase, and to be honest with you, it's probably the most difficult part about doing a branding project. You see, a lot of entrepreneurs want to jump straight into the logo and the website, and maybe for startup businesses who are looking for speed of implementation, you might be able to sort of skip over this part and move on to the logo. But for companies that are looking to rebrand and companies really looking to start off on the right foot, the key messaging strategy is like the business plan of your brand. Okay, so if the business plan to a business is like your finance and operations and human resources and marketing, the key messaging strategy is the business plan of your brand. So what we do with the key messaging strategy, which I'm going to explain in a second exactly what those are, we'll be able to take that messaging and then derive a logo and a website and collateral from that messaging. So what is your key messaging strategy? Your key messaging strategy usually will evolve after a brand analysis. So we'll sort of analyze the brand, see where you guys are at. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a unique value proposition, a unique selling proposition. This is where we're going to identify the problem that you guys solve for an exact target market. Okay, this is the unique selling proposition. Sometimes you've heard of USP. This is the thing that you and only you do in the market. Okay, so now after your USP is construed, now we can start to come up with your brand promise, and your promise is your only statement. Okay, this is like it's the only thing that we do. It's the thing that we want to provide for you. After the brand promise, we can start to get to your brand essence. The brand essence is more of an internal statement. It captures the unique mission that you and your company are after. Now, once you've got your brand promise and your brand essence, now we can start to derive what's called an elevator pitch, okay, or a brand positioning statement. They're kind of used interchangeably. A brand positioning statement sort of positions you in the market, whereas an elevator pitch is something between 30 to 60 seconds that everyone on your team needs to memorize. Okay, hey, what do you do? And then boom, you give the elevator pitch. There are part of your key messaging strategy also includes some branded keywords. These are keywords that when people are searching online that pertain to your brand, you definitely want to be recognized for. Right before the last thing, and I can't wait to tell you the last thing of the key messaging strategy, which is actually the most important one. Now that we're armed and dangerous with all of these things, right? Your USP, your essence, your promise. Now we can start to come out with some taglines and slogans. Taglines and slogans are different, okay? Taglines pertain to the company, whereas slogans pertain to the particular product or service. All right, and I'm gonna actually do an entire video just on slogans and taglines because I know it is confusing a little bit about what they are, but I'll go ahead and create a different video for that. But the final component of a complete key messaging strategy is your brand story. All right, the brand story is, man, it's deep. It really is deep. And it requires a whole nother video too, just to explain sort of what the story is. But this is why you started this company. It might include, where you've come from, where you're at, and where you're gonna go in the future. It's very intrinsic to the brand. It's something that people want to attach themselves to. It's a story that people may relate to, and they want to be involved in that story that you're creating. So what I've gone through today would be considered a very detailed key messaging strategy. And again, I want you to know that the key messaging strategy, remember, up to now, we haven't even designed a logo yet. All right, we're still in the planning phase of our brand. And the key messaging strategy is it. It's the final nail in the coffin before the graphic design team and the rest of the people can get to work on creating or bringing the brand to life, right? And so thank you so much. Again, you can always book a strategy session with me where I can go over what is branding and identity, and hey, maybe even Creative Complex can be involved in rebranding your company. So this is Alex Miranda from Miami, Florida, and I thank you so much for watching this video.